before we start. Okay. All right. What's going on, Card Nation? This is John with Cardinal Craze. Today on the show, we have Adonijah Green. Adonijah, how you doing?
Good, doing good.
Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Thank you so much for joining me on the show today. We're going to talk about your recent commitment to the University of Louisville, your relationship with the coaching staff, what's going on in your life, and just kind of talk a little bit about what's been going on, especially with actually the first Louisville commit in your 2023 class. How does it feel to be that first commit?
It feels good knowing that I can start a pipeline of bringing in good players.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely excited to see who you'll bring in, who you're going to talk to, and overall, what other ballers are you going to bring in with you? So, just to kind of start off, if some of you Louisville fans don't know yet, Adonijah is our first Louisville commit for the 2023 class. You're actually the first forward commit that we've had. And in that sense, I mean, we've kind of had a steady stream over the Satterfield era of just kind of getting with the regular recruiting class when it comes to commitments. You're the first one who's kind of jumped ahead and went, okay, I want to commit, which is great because we haven't seen that since the Bobby Petrino era. So let's kind of talk a little bit about the relationship you've built and even talk about your cousin who is currently playing for the University of Louisville. All right. So originally, you were actually recruited by Mark Ivy and Derek Nicholson. So, can you talk a little bit about both of those relationships and maybe kind of give us an insight as to why you committed?
So they're very good people. Coach Mark Ivy, he's so energetic and involved. I went to the game when they played Boston College, and I was right there with him. He was in there with the players, trying to roughen them up. It's like he almost forget that it's an age difference right there. He's not that young guy no more. He still be trying to get in there, hanging with him. It's funny, and just him being a nice guy, showing me, telling him he gonna take care of me. It's just nice. With Coach Nicholson, oh my God, with Coach Nicholson, he's very funny. He always got a joke up his sleeve. When he's not joking, something wrong. Like, and I think it's cool that he could joke and still get his point across through the joke. So I think that's cool. The relationship's great. They talk to me almost every day, ask how I'm doing, and it's like almost like a family built.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And you're right. Mark Ivy, he is not he's not a spring chicken anymore. All right. I remember it was the 2019 or yeah, I think it was the 2019 there was a game and he was trying to rough up the players, get them ready, get them hyped up. And he actually suffered a bloody nose because he just went so hard and so fast. And I guess he didn't really realize, but yeah, he kind of lost sight of what he was doing and he was thinking he was right in there with them, which is great to see. You got to love the energy that Coach Ivy has. He's definitely a great defensive line coach. And I have heard that Coach Nicholson is very funny. He's always just that kind of straightforward, but at the same time, you got to watch for those subtle jokes because they'll come at you if you're not looking. All right. So let's kind of talk also about Scott Satterfield. I mean, that's someone who you've talked to, obviously, and even told me off camera. You have talked to the previous AD, which was Vince Tyra. Can you give us a little insight about what that relationship is with head coach Satterfield?
Oh, when I first talked to him, I gave him a nickname. He liked it. He was like, I said, all right, when I get there, I'm calling you Coach Scat. He's like, shoot, whatever you want to call me, big dog. And so this is real cool. Nice to know that he's going to welcome me with open arms into his program. And even to know that he think I'll be the guy that changed things. It's just a nice thing. I think that the relationship that we're building and going to build when I get there is going to be
Mm-hmm.
nice. So,
Well, so you gave him the nickname Coach Scat, right?
mm-hmm.
So why? What kind of made you want to give him that nickname? Was it something he did? Was he acting like, was he scatting or something?
Nah, it's just the name Coach Satterfield. And I was like, whew, that's a long name. I had to shorten it down a little bit. Like my name is long. I know a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
can't pronounce it, so I came up with a nickname. AJ. Teammates call me Sticks. Like, I'm gonna come up with a nickname for him, so it won't be Coach Satterfield all day. Shorten it.
So why do they call you Sticks? Is it because you move like you're kind of like a video game, like you're kind of juking everybody and you're just breaking them like sticks?
Nah, when I first got to high school, I was skinny. I was like 170, 89 pounds. And then when I, like, now I'm like 210. So when I first got there, I was skinny like bones. So they call me Sticks.
So what got you into football when you essentially got to high school? Was it just something that you wanted to pursue because you also play basketball?
Yeah, I've played both since I was 4.
Oh, okay.
So I started to lean more towards football when it got more competitive because I like to compete. I'm real competitive and I don't like losing. So whenever it's a chance to compete, I'm there.
Okay.
And with football, it's like you can take out your aggression without getting in
Mhm.
trouble. So I like being able to do that.
Just not being able to say, "Oh, I was mad. I'm sorry," but you get to just walk off the field, just still pumped up, still, getting that just adrenaline going.
Yeah.
That's great to hear, and I'm glad. So let me ask you this: what is your goal for this coming year? Do you plan on getting more tackles? Do you plan on building more weight in the weight room? Like, what is your goal?
Oh, I have a few. The first goal is getting bigger. I'm at 210. I want to get to at least 220, 225 going into my senior year.
Hmm.
I I ended the season with like 17 sacks. I'm trying to double it, or not even double. I'm trying to make it at least 25.
Okay, no, that's a great goal, and especially for a high school student, adding on 25 extra pounds is a lot of work.
Yeah.
So currently, you stand at 6'5", correct?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean that
Yep.
I think you would be one of the tallest edge rushers we're actually going to have. Yeah, I would have to look at the chart again and just kind of check, but I think you'd be the tallest. So you're definitely going to tower over a lot of guys. I'll tell you that. All right. So let's talk about your cousin who actually attends the University of Louisville, who's this is Alan Smith. He's a linebacker. Now, you had actually told me off camera that you originally didn't even know he was a cousin up until a couple years ago, right?
Yeah. Last year.
Last year. Okay.
Yeah. I went to one of my cousin's birthday parties talking to my cousin, and she was just talking about football because she loves football. Talking about schools that were looking at me, and then Louisville came up, and she was like, "Oh, you got a cousin there?" So like, really? Wow. Told me the name. I couldn't remember the name. So when we got there to Louisville, I'm like, dang, I got a cousin here, but I can't remember his name. How I knew whom to look out for. So
Well, I mean, honestly, it happens to everybody. I mean, but I'm glad though you've been able to build on that connection, and you actually told me off camera you guys have been kind of building on that relationship, kind of, and he's going to kind of take you under his wing whenever you get to the University of Louisville, and just kind of be a nice mentor, and just be a family member, because you actually had told me that it's about a 7-hour drive between. Where you live in Louisville. So it's not a bad drive that your family will be able to come up and see you play. So let me ask you this. Since committing to the University of Louisville, has there been any other teams out there that have been trying to just kind of recruit you?
um yeah, you have Boston College. They've been trying to reach out. You have Virginia Tech. They've been trying to reach out, and then I know this was touchy because your rivals, nobody like them. Sure, maybe me. I might become a non-favorite fan of them. Kentucky, they've been trying to reach out.
Oh, oh, mm-mm, mm-mm. No,
Yeah,
no. I mean, you will soon learn about the rivalry, and I mean, if you don't already know about it, oh no, we don't touch Kentucky. No.
yeah,
So you definitely just need to send them the L's up whenever the recruiters reach out and just be like, no, I'm a card.
yeah.
So let's kind of just kind of talk about Coach Satterfield. You know, or actually, no, I guess we already did talk about Coach Satterfield. I'm trying to remember what all we talked about. All right. So for the most part, uh, Adonijah, what can you really say that you want to pursue whenever you get to the University of Louisville? Do you have a degree set in mind? Do you have maybe a career that you want to go after?
I was thinking political science or criminal justice.
Okay. No, those are two great paths to go. If you did do poli sci, what would you want to kind of do when you got out of college? Do you want to go for a political office? Are you just wanting to see what's out there?
Yeah, I just wanted to see what's out there.
Okay. All right. Well, you got tons of time to figure out what you want to do. And even if you want to do criminal justice too and pursue that, definitely just, you got plenty of time to figure out what you want to do. So, Adonijah, thank you so much for coming out on Cardinal Craze. We're going to wrap it up here in a second. And thank you for telling a little bit about yourself to Card Nation. And hopefully they'll be able to get to know more about you as we go forward and get into this 2023 class. One thing I did want to ask, the last question. Do you plan on enrolling early, or do you plan on finishing out the rest of your high school season this year?
I don't know. I was talking to my coach. They said I can leave early, but it would be up to me. So as of now, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my senior season in high school.
Okay. Well, that's definitely, whatever path you decide to go down, Card Nation will support you regardless. All right. So this has been John with Cardinal Craze and Adonijah Green. All right. And Card Nation, stay, I don't know. Y'all know what to say at the end of these. Stay frosty. I don't know. Go Cards.
Yeah, go Cards this way. Go
Yeah,
Cards.
that way.